Hello, and welcome to our interview series with the wonderful teachers here at the Community College of Baltimore County. Today, we are sitting down with Patrick, works for us at the Community College for the art department, and we're going to learn a little bit more about him and his artwork and whatever else he wants to share. Yeah. So my first question is, what got you interested in art?
Honestly, I was really lucky to have a high school that had a ceramics program. Really just, an art program at a ceramics school, or I should say at a high school, very much feels like something to be grateful for. But even beyond that, to have, a good set of wheels and a really excited teacher was a lot for me and really helpful at a time when I sort of had no idea where things were going. And so I'd say around maybe like 9th or 10th grade, I started to fall into the love of pottery and ceramics in general. And luckily, unlike maybe so many people who we sort of go, I had that same trajectory of high school to college, sort of, back to back to back. But I feel very lucky as well that I'm really excited about ceramics and art, and that, I like the field that I landed in. So yeah, high school, I'd say.
Very cool. What led you to being interested in teaching?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm still sort of analyzing that as I get older. Lately I've been thinking a lot about my father's mother was a teacher, and my father's brother's a teacher. So there is a sort of through line of education in my family. I think my father really, the way that he raised me was very much this sort of pursuit of knowledge, or this pursuit of educational, is something integral to a fulfilling life, something that he really lived and talked about. And so for me, I really think, without getting too broad, I think a lot of the world's problems stem from, in one way or another, either lack of education or lack of access to education. And while I might be teaching people how to throw things on the wheel, broadly speaking, the idea of enriching people's lives and being able to pass on knowledge to other people, something that I feel like that's a good service to humanity. And so it makes me feel better being able to use my skills that way.
Cool. Right. And our final question is, if you had to describe your artwork to someone who has never seen it before and you can't show them any images or any of the work, how would you describe it?
Um, so I would say, it's sort of bodily. It's not quite figurative. It doesn't quite use the human body explicitly often, but there are these gestures in reference to anatomy. So maybe organ-like forms or pill-like forms, or hands, or other anatomical references. And all of these works, like in my artist statement, I call them sort of self-probing entities, and that they're all these sort of combinations of human forms and perhaps medical or otherwise, that exist as these creatures sort of probing themselves, palpating themselves, trying to sort of figure out their own sort of internal struggles, whether those be physical or mental, for lack of a better dichotomy. So these sort of vaguely human referential forms that are very sort of surreal and very sort of self-investigating, I would say.
Cool. That's great. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today. And thank you all for watching. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the interviews, as well as get to see the exhibition that this series is part of. And have a great rest of your day.
Awesome. Thank you. You too, Emily.